Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
Welcome to the good life.
And after all the talk, all I gotta say is
Welcome to the
Good morning, and welcome to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and we have a packed studio. Why? Because it's my anniversary. I can't sing, but you know, it's all good. I tried. And it's all good. I got my crew here to back me up, so it's all good. It's our anniversary. The Good Life radio show has been on the air officially for 1 year. So I want to thank all of the listeners from all over New Orleans, all over the greater New Orleans area, all over the world. Give the shout out to Dallas and Fort Worth from Gospel is Golden. They literally listen to us all over the world on Spreaker, on SoundCloud. I was checking the numbers, actually, and our next hottest city is Houston. So, Houston, we are growing to you. You are next. We're about to go pound the pavement in Houston, get on the radio there. Our next one is Ashburn, Virginia, and then L.A. L.A., yes, y'all, we coming to California. They just don't know it yet, but the Good Life is taking over. So that's what we do. So thank you so much for supporting the show. We are growing, and that's what we do here on Relationship Tuesday. And I just want to thank everybody here, because with you, we would not be what we are, because we have so much fun on this day, we just don't know how to act. Everywhere we go, I'm like, oh, Relationship Tuesday, I got to get up all in it, because we really, open our hearts, and it's not, this isn't for show. We really talk about, stuff that we've gone through, because we want to open people's minds to living differently in the world. So I want to thank my regulars. I know Brian's out there. I think we're going to get him in the phone in a minute. I have Ty here. I have Uche here. I have Henry here. I'm so excited. Zion, shout out to him. He started with us. He's, working now, but, we still got love for you. And we have two special guests in the studio today. We have Gabby, my partner in crime. Not crime, but she keeps me out of crime. And then we have a very special guest, funny man, or I think he thinks he's funny, Tony Frederick. He is a comedian. He is, New Orleans and world famed. Shout out to Tony. And he's here not only because he supports the Good Life radio show, but he actually supported me in the beginning. So he came to one of my first shows. So I want to support him because he has a very special event tomorrow. What's going on tomorrow, Tony?
Gulf South's Funniest Comedian Finals Competition 2015. I'm a returning champion.
What?
Competing tomorrow.
Champion?
Yeah. I won this
you
a few
think
times.
you're funny?
I know I'm funny.
Okay.
People in the audience thought I was funny. The judges thought I was funny.
I think you're funny. That's
Yeah,
why you're here,
so,
because if you weren't funny, you couldn't be on Good Life.
I know, huh? We having no bums on the Good Life.
Exactly.
Right.
So where is it tomorrow?
Legends on Holland and Metairie. So out there in Metairie, right by that big, what's that big tower? It's Copeland's Tower now. Right on that same street. It's 2708 North Holland Street in Metairie, Louisiana. 8 of the Gulf South's Funniest Comedians tomorrow. Showtime is at 8 o'clock. And steak night also. So you're going to get
steak night. So you're going
right.
to feed us and make us laugh at the same time?
I'm not going to feed you.
But you're going to give us cancer, because doesn't steak and chicken and not chicken
Cancer?
and yeah, hot dogs and bacon. Do you not watch TV? You should watch TV. They say they give you cancer.
Bacon and processed
just
meats
as
give
bad
you
as,
cancer.
just as bad as smoking. That's
It's
what
too
it
late.
said. The carcinogen. It is.
It's too late already.
It's too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
What had happened was the hot dogs. I bypassed that a long time ago. But the bacon, everything is
What's
better
that got
with
to do
bacon.
with steak and chicken?
Well, you go look it up. It's everywhere. Anyway, on to the next. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and I just kind of wanted to bring up a different set of scenarios. And everybody's watched that TV show or seen it, What Would You Do, where they have, like, the different scenarios, and they have, like, the child being, harassed or bullied, and then they try to see if somebody's going to step in or what's going to happen. So I'm going to, throw that on y'all today. I thought that'd be a little bit of fun. What would you do? But what would you do if you needed to market your show? You should call a Good Life radio show. So make sure you give us a call at 504-400-7107. That's 504-400-7107, because that is the Good Life. So I'm going to start and jump in the stew with y'all this morning. What would you do? I was actually talking to Ike this morning, my partner from, look, we've been in that room, thinking about all this kind of stuff. And I guess this is more for the guys this morning, but as a lady, Taifa and Gabby, we'll give our 2 cents to this as well. Okay, guys, you met this girl. Why y'all laughing?
The way you started.
You met this girl. You've been dating about 1.5 years, 2 years.
That long?
Exactly. That's the point.
Define dating.
Dating is you're very serious. You are in a committed relationship, and you're like, I think she's the one. You start telling your friends, you think she's the one, and you start telling your family. You start going ring shopping. You saving your money. You're like, I'm about to lock it down. All right? Yeah. Well, this is my scenario, so play along. So you're ring shopping. You start telling your friends. You found out she smashed a homie. What do you do? Henry.
She smashed the homie before you went ring shopping, or this is
Look,
after?
I got a quick answer.
This is up to you. So this is up to you. So, you tell me what you do and what matters.
You bring,
You gotta cut her.
look, no, you bring the homie with you to go ring shopping. That's what you do.
Abort mission. Abort.
You cut her.
Abort.
You cut her. She's cut.
Really?
She's cut.
Well,
That's it.
I have a couple of clarifying questions. So did she have relations with a friend before she knew you? Did she have those relations while you guys were committed? Or
exactly.
did she have those relations when y'all want to break up?
Well, see, that's what we're bringing up here.
Doesn't matter. Abort.
It doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter because it's something that, it's probably gonna bother you for a lifetime.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me on the other side though. It's like
Well, it's
one of my boys opposed to the other 10 dudes.
well,
It's like seriously.
So I'm a little bit confused. So Henry, so if you were in the situation that Eileen just explained,
right.
you mean to tell me your feelings toward a woman would change if you found out that she was
Smashed the
intimate.
homie.
She was intimate with one of your friends, but she wasn't even aware that you guys were friends, and it took place before you guys started dating.
That's not what Eileen said.
Yeah. That's
Well,
not-
no.
Well, that's why I
Well,
said I
no,
had a couple of
I'm
clarifying
giving
questions.
I'm giving you different scenarios. You can bring them up. You can-
What Eileen just put out. I mean,
I'll say this: you would have to find out what was the relationship. Was it like a one night thing? Were they dating? Were they serious?
so why does that matter? You think you were the first person she slept
No,
with?
not at all. But it's a character thing.
She
So-
could be
No,
so-
mine.
she doesn't even know that y'all friends.
No, listen, it's not
And it
about.
happened long before
That's not
you.
what
It's-
I'm
it's a
saying.
mind your business
Listen,
thing.
this is what I'm
Smash
saying.
is smash. It doesn't matter.
Smash is
Break camp
smash.
like a rockhead that stole a stash. Get out the situation.
Look, hear me out.
So
hear me
you
out.
rather not know?
No, listen. What I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, if she smashed the homie,
And wait.
right?
I have
Listen.
Brian on the line, so let me let him jump in this conversation. Brian.
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Yes,
we
ma'am.
talking about if you date the girl, you went out, you loved her, you started buying rings, and you find out she smashed the homie. Now Henry is telling us what would happen.
They outnumber me, Brian. You gotta
Go ahead,
gotta
Henry.
answer right. Gotta
You want me
even
to
up.
finish or Brian?
Let
finish.
let
Man,
Brian
all I
finish.
can say is,
finish and explain.
Well, let me finish
based
then.
on
What I'm saying is, I would want to know how did that even take place? Basically, like, was it a one night thing? Did she just run into this guy, or were they dating for a period of time? And she thought, hey, look, this could be something serious. She wound up smashing a homie. She didn't know who I was. You could maybe let that slide. But if the homie tells you, look, man, I saw her in the club one night. Look, it was nothing to it. Blah blah blah. It's a character thing.
How?
So you saying he didn't have to do as much as you had to do to get it. So if he had to do way less than what you had to do to get it for the first time, it's like, man,
Yeah.
I had to buy her 2 drinks. You only bought her one?
It's
That's
not
what
a
I'm
character
saying.
thing. It's a security thing. In my opinion, it's a security thing. So I'm like, that's something you did. I'm with you now. So what difference does it make?
So Henry, you prefer her divulge her entire list of
No,
individuals?
man, that's
Because
not
New
what I'm
Orleans is
saying.
small.
No.
I'm just thinking about how small New
That's the
Orleans
blacklist.
is.
That's the blacklist like on TV. That's
You
you don't
know.
want to know that list.
Look, for real, I'd rather
We're
not.
not in Miami.
I'd rather
We are not in
know.
Atlanta.
I'd rather not know.
I can see that.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm
but
looking at you,
But
I can
Uche,
see
but
that.
Uche, but
Well,
all right. But
But
Uche
Henry,
said,
the
go
problem
ahead.
with not knowing is when you come around the homie and he looking at you like you crazy. So I think, man, at the end of the day, Uche, you nailed it once again, bro. I want to know, but I only have 2 circumstances. How long ago was it, and have you gotten tested? And I'm gonna be okay.
All right. Was it pre-Katrina? Was it if it was a pre-Katrina
yeah.
smash? You
I
can
like
go
that.
ahead.
I
and
like
ask
that.
You can expunge that off.
I
record.
like that. I
If
like
it was
that.
a post-Katrina smash,
I like that.
then it makes you just be like, your boy, what the song was? I don't want to know. Who's
I
the
like
song?
that.
Who sang that song? I don't want to know.
Okay. Now let's reverse it. What if you smashed one of her girls.
Oh, but that's common.
Yeah, what about it?
That's probably how y'all met.
See?
That's probably how
Why
y'all
is
met.
there a
Did you-
double standard?
Well, let me say this.
There's a double standard. It is a double standard. Oh, you're right, Hoochie. You my bad.
If she's my girl, I'm a no.
Yeah,
So,
girls,
but if
girls.
she's not my girl, then it doesn't matter. For so I wouldn't get into the relationship. And you said a year and a half. Now
Yeah.
at a point where it's serious and you're committed.
And then you find out, that she smashed your. See, I couldn't. I don't share.
No,
I don't know if I could.
I wouldn't mess with
You
him.
share.
You're right.
You share. You don't know you share.
unknowingly
That's the
share.
problem. You share though. Don't play no game now.
I think, but just like you said, I think if it, I don't know. See, I don't know. I think it. That's.
I
rough.
wouldn't mess with him. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't, Gabby? You wouldn't mess with him?
No.
You'd be like, cut it out.
I think
I'll
we
be
all
done.
lying and we all guilty. I'm so sorry. I'm going to be the first to say we are in New Orleans. We don't know who slept with who, when, and how, and who's keeping what from who.
I like Tony's
And
answer.
our city is too
Pre-Katrina.
small.
Pre-Katrina.
I think people
And
should come.
post-Katrina.
I think people should come with little labels like bottled water, like 20% post-consumer waste. Like everyone's been recycled and used, and no one's brand new. Especially if you're over 30 or over 40. Like New Orleans is a big, small town. You better be like your aunt, your cousin. I'm just saying. You know how things go in New Orleans. You find out somebody your cousin after you go to a wedding or a funeral. Come meet your cousin. I used to mess with her 3 years ago. Like you don't know.
What happened was.
Look at Henry Faison. He's found a cousin or two real attractive.
You know those fences in New Orleans ain't number 3 feet tall. They nothing to hop that fence.
My whole family attractive, but I'm not gonna ever cross that line.
I think I lost my virginity.
Oh my God. Wait, say that out loud, Uche. I
I
don't
said I
think
think I lost my virginity to my cousin. I ain't gonna lie.
But you see, the grandma always knew. The grandma, and this was before Facebook, Google, anything, internet. The grandma always knew your paw business because he was out there in the street. So why you couldn't date that girl from around the corner? Because that was your outside sister. You didn't know. You see, but grandma knew. Grandma always knew.
Oh my gosh. So do any of y'all have a scenario that you would like to put on the table as to what happened? Or is there a scenario that happened that you just couldn't believe happened to you, like a relationship scenario? Like
a
good.
Caitlyn?
Oh my gosh, yes, like a Caitlyn.
Like you
Have
got to
ever
ask
been-
2015 questions when you dating people. Like I was married for a long time and I dated. It was altogether it was 18 years. So I got 2 years off early release. I was doing a hard 20. And then you was dating in 1994, 95. You had to ask 1994 questions like, do you come here often? Do you have any kids? Do you live alone by yourself? And 2015 questions are a little bit different. You have to ask questions like, are you currently on any antipsychotic medication? Are you wearing a home monitoring device? Have you always been a woman? You got to ask real 2015 questions because
That's real.
right. You see the
That's so
pictures,
real.
you see the pages on Facebook. You got these,
Yeah.
homo trans testicles, and they look more like women than women. And you got to ask real questions. You out in the club.
Some women.
You out in the club, you meet some girl, and she say her name Caitlyn. You going, I want to see some C-section scars and stretch marks. I want to know.
Look at what you said. Yeah.
I'm just saying, you got to be careful. That's a scenario. You
That
out.
is a scenario.
I would agree. I mean, I wouldn't ask those questions, but I understand
You
men.
kinda need
I
to.
understand men who work very hard to peel those layers back.
Right. So
It's real, Henry. The struggle's real. And Brian, I know you're back on the line, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
What about those scenarios? The new age questions that you have to ask when dating that you didn't even necessarily have to think about. The questions that sometimes you feel uncomfortable asking, but if you don't want to be shocked later. It's something that people should be upfront with.
Questions like, do you live alone? Do you?
can I see
Do
your
you
birth
have a
certificate?
house?
Can
Do you live with?
Yeah, because sometimes you'll be dating a guy or you're dating a girl and they don't divulge that they actually live with another person.
But you know what?
You come over for date night, and he or she happen to be out of town for, they may work offshore or something,
I think
I don't know.
what makes it so easy now is everybody has a cell phone. Like you don't have a house telephone anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody has a cell phone. So you don't have to give your house phone number. So nobody has to know or call your house and have your wife, your significant other, your man, your husband answer the phone because they're only calling you on your cell phone. Y'all laughing because that's real.
That's
I mean,
technology, yeah.
I've been in that situation. I was like, what? You have a what? I'm like, oh, no, I don't share. Like, for real, like, it is what it is.
Keep you on that don't share stuff. Don't make me expose you on this radio, Eileen.
It's my birthday week. It's the anniversary.
Well, stop all that lying then.
I think a good question to ask is, do you have any, like, crazy exes? Because I had a scenario where I met this girl, and she had 3 kids, and I was wondering, why she's single. And she said, I got a crazy ex. He in jail right now. He broke my arm. He shot a gun at me. She was telling me all this stuff, and I'm like...
on the way out the door?
Well, I don't know, but we wrapping it up?
No.
Oh, okay.
So what do you do if you have a crazy ex? You make sure you stay tuned because we're going to get into that as soon as we get back.
Make sure you keep that pistol on you. That's what you're doing.
Crazy exes. This is The Good Life. This is Relationship Tuesday. We'll be right back. Crazy exes. What's your scenario? Stay tuned. L&R Security provides the good life. They make their mark in the security arena by providing excellent security services for more than 35 years and are licensed in more than 13 states. L&R Security's team comes with a wealth of experience from the military, law enforcement, and law enforcement training. Their personnel is comprised of more than 200 employees trained in video monitoring, special event services, convention services, armed and unarmed security guards, ticket takers, executive security, personal bodyguards, hall monitors, and critical infrastructure personnel that are TSA trained. L&R Security services are provided on a 24-hour basis and have expanded to the newest technology, including video monitoring. Find them on the web at www.lrsecurity.com or call them today at 504-943-3191. Again, that number is 504-943-3191. Live the good life with L&R Security today.
You're on the move, and so is your bank. Liberty Bank now offers you the power to manage your money from the palm of your hand with mobile banking with Liberty Bank. Whether you need to check balances, transfer money, or view transactions, mobile banking at Liberty Bank allows convenient and secure access to your money. Enroll today at www.libertybank.net and download our mobile app. You can mobile bank at Liberty Bank to keep the power in your hands. Liberty Bank. There's freedom here. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
You might think it's just another day, but at Metro Disposal, this is our day. For more than 25 years, Metro Disposal has been a vital resource for waste management in our community. With state-of-the-art equipment and technology, we are committed to providing a cleaner, safer, healthier environment. This is our community. This is Metro Disposal.
Are you looking for a better way to get fit? Bored with the same old routines? Looking for results or a way to instill discipline in the kids? Tiger Rock Martial Arts is the answer with Taekwondo, kickboxing, and self-defense classes. Tiger Rock diversifies your training in ways that allows individuals of all ages and fitness levels to feel like a champion. Join Tiger Rock today. TigerRockNola.com or 504-455-9694. That's 504-455-9694 with a 3-class starter pack starting for only $38, which includes your training uniform. Learn, grow, and succeed with Tiger Rock's 3 convenient locations: Old Metairie, West Bank, and Clearview. There's no better time to start gaining strength, skills, and protection for life than now. 504-455-9694. 504-455-9694. See you on the mat.
Hello?
I need help. My hair is a mess and my man texts me telling me to be ready for 8. He has a surprise. What am I going to do? My stylist takes forever.
I got you. Call Ringlet Salon. I just left there.
Where?
Ringlet Salon. They took me within minutes and had me in and out in no time. Very professional, and I scheduled online at ringlets.com.
For real?
Girl, for real.
Does Ringlet Salon hook up your roots?
Looks like I got a perm, and you know I'm anti-chemicals. Ringlet Salon has my hair soft and bouncy. I'm getting the Brazilian Blowout Express next week. It eliminates frizz for 6 weeks.
6 weeks? Okay, I'm all about Ringlet Salon. Where are they located?
Ringlets has 2 locations,
one at 4712 Paris Avenue, and one in the Hilton Hotel on the river. That location validates parking for 4 hours and is open on Sunday.
Perfect for a working woman like me. That's all I needed to know. I'm going to be fresh from my man.
You will if you schedule your appointment at ringlets.com. That's RINGLETTS.com.
Bye. Go and make my appointment with Ringlet Salon now.
WBOK 1230 AM, the People's Station.
Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and we are celebrating our anniversary. We have been on the air for 1 year. I am so excited. Shout out to everybody on Relationship Tuesday. Henry, Uche, Ty, and Brian. He's on the line, and shout out to Zion. He was here from the beginning. He had to leave us, but we still love you. Your spirit is here. Oh, yeah, Gian. My bad. Gian, I love you. You know, girl, I love you. But she was here for everything. She's just a part of it in general. She's just... See, I'm trying to make up. I'm icing the cake right now. But we are discussing relationship scenarios. And, you know, what would you do? We've all seen those little TV shows of, you know, different scenarios, the child being bullied or, you know, whatever the case. And what would you do? So, Relationship Tuesday, what would you do? You're dating somebody, you're feeling them, and you find out they have a crazy ex. Henry, take it away.
All right, so back to the story. So I still wasn't too worried. I mean, I was worried for a minute, but I said, she look kind of good. Let me hang out with her, in quotes. All right, I ain't gonna say no more than that. So, but I knew it wasn't gonna be nothing serious because of the, you know, the three kids thing. Ex. Well, the 3 kids plus the crazy ex. So I was like, all right, so we'll hang out, blah blah blah, right? But then after we stopped hanging out, I find out she got killed. Yeah.
By the ex.
I don't know. To this day, I still don't know what happened. And I was like, man, am I an idiot for even playing with that situation? Being alive? So you just never know, man.
Yeah. So wouldn't you be
and
able to
before we go into, I just let everybody know that we have 2 special guest hosts today. We have Gabby, who gets our mind right, and of course we have the comedian Tony Frederick. He has an event tomorrow. Tony, where's your event?
Legends Encore on 2708 North Holland in Metairie, 8 o'clock showtime.
So when y'all hear the little funny man, that's him trying to be funny. But I mean, he really is funny. So we should go out and support because you've been like a champion for the last couple of years, right?
I've won it a few times, yeah.
Just a few times. So when you hear the little funny man, you're like, where is he? Comedian Tony Frederick.
Little funny man.
The bit, well, whatever. We just gonna leave that right there.
I thought you had
what happens when you find out there's a crazy ex?
Oh no, I was just gonna comment on Henry's situation.
You back away from it.
The main time you find out there's a crazy ex is when the crazy ex shows up. You never find out through conversation. It's like, man, who this dude? Oh, that's my ex.
Not,
Go ahead, Brian.
True. You found out that was a crazy ex when she had crazy. Because then you can say, wait, where is this coming from? Well, see, my ex used to. Then you can be like, aha. And you realize.
She might have made that man crazy. That man might have been perfectly all right. And she might have drove that man nuts.
Well, this is something that would drive you nuts. And so I'm gonna throw it on the guys for a second. Gentlemen, you're in a relationship. It didn't work out. But y'all created a beautiful life together. Literally a life, a child. You love this child. Let's say it's a little boy. Y'all do football together. You do Little League, Pee Wee, baseball, soccer, all that stuff. You take him to the LSU games, the Saints games. Y'all do it. You know, that's your partner. His 18th birthday, you find out he's not yours. What do you do? Relationship scenarios, you find out he's not yours.
You get a life insurance policy on his mama. And because y'all have insurable interest at the time of the application, you can get that life insurance policy on her. And you get it for the amount you might have bought in. What is it, $1 million over the 18 years?
And he can make it big. And then after you get your share, you can divorce mom for lying.
Brian, I'm sorry. I was listening to Tony. I didn't hear what you said.
I said, you hope he makes it to the NFL so that you can get your cut. And then once you get your cut, you divorce his mom.
That's a 1% chance. I'd rather life insurance policy.
Pretty sure.
Henry, Uche, 2 cents.
I don't have a comment on that one. I don't know. I don't know.
Real life scenarios.
I mean,
they made a song about it, talking about your boys get tykes and Tycho find out that he's not.
Here's the real life scenario.
Mm-hmm.
18 years, child is yours. You raised it. That's your child.
There you go.
And to put it on, not mine, is yours, so on and so forth. I mean,
I like your answer, Uche.
it is what it is. You raised that child.
My only struggle is, why did she lie? Why didn't she tell you the truth? I mean,
but it's not the child's
I
fault.
would have hoped.
You basically taking that on the child at that point.
I could take the child. I could take the child, but I want to know why she lied.
I know that this situation has happened to a couple of people that I've known, and I'm just gonna put it,
right.
put it out there. And
I mean, this
I've
isn't trying to be funny. This is real. It has happened to people.
Now, it didn't get up until 18 years old. I had a friend. He has two boys. They were at the time they were 10 and 12, and he found out his younger son, wasn't his. But he took the approach. I'm a man. I've been raising this boy, since he was a baby. I've been loving him under the understanding that he, is my own. And, from this day forward, I'm not going to see anything different. However, of course, it did impact his relationship with the mother of the children.
Right.
And as it should. Now, it's amazing in the scenario that you presented. I mean, right on the 18th birthday, it seems as though she was just waiting, the intent. I would definitely have to question a woman's intent or how this situation, manifested, where she was comfortable withholding, that, especially if you're a man caring for your children, you're a good father, you're a good husband. So much of that just seems to be so hurtful. It would be extremely hurtful.
These are real life situations.
Extenuating circumstances. There may be an excuse for extenuating circumstances. Like, let's say she was raped or something like that, or she was drugged. Somebody sharpened her or something like that. Then there was a situation, and then she was too embarrassed or whatever, ashamed to. It depends on what town she lived in, what type of family she had. Maybe she had a religious family. She was feared of persecution. Those are those situations. But to wait until 18, that's just malice. That's just evil, pure evil to do that to a person. There has to be a reckoning. You can maintain your relationship with that kid, but she got to pay for that. Some way, shape, or form.
But if it was men, we'd pay for it. But women don't pay for stuff like that. So
what had happened was...
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, because I think I'm having some issues with internet on campus, but I think our resident comedian just hit it on the head. At some point, I'm gonna be a man and take care of my responsibilities, but I would love to know why didn't you tell me? If it was some extenuating circumstance, if we've been together this long, I should be sensitive enough to support you, but it can't be I just didn't want to tell you because I was afraid. It needs to be some real stuff, and at that point, I'm either looking to have like a slew of threesomes. I want a new car. I want to take a trip with the fellas. Something about the thing.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. We're like having fun with some of these topics, but these are real life topics. This is something that you should always be honest with, and everybody should have the opportunity to know who their parents are and who their children are. And, women, we do carry that responsibility, and we should be open and honest no matter what the situation is. Be upfront and honest in the beginning and, let it roll where it may. You never know what may happen. And, unfortunately, if you're trying to do it to keep him, that's not the way to do it, and the child deserves better. So let's do what's in the best interest of the child.
See, that's why, when you get married, you get a marriage license. And to get a license in any other profession or any other thing, you have to take a test. Why don't anyone take a test to get a marriage license? You have to pass some sort of background or some due diligence. And I think, just like there's a Carfax, there needs to be a VagFax too. Just to know what's going on, you need to know if it was flooded, if it was been any accidents. You need to know some things. Like a guy works offshore, he comes back 2 weeks later. It's a little off. Doesn't feel the way it should feel. You need to know some information. You need to know where it's been. If it's, just maybe that would be
See, that's a good part about New Orleans. That's a good part about New Orleans is you can get that VagFax. It's like, man, what happened? She was this and she was this and she did this and she did this. Gotcha.
Well, you see what used to happen was a lot of people would screw themselves into a corner and just move to Atlanta. That's what happened before Facebook and Twitter. In New Orleans, women would do that. They just screw themselves into a corner. I'm just going to start a new life in Atlanta. And then Facebook came out and it's like, oh, all right, we see where you at now. And people start talking, have mutual friends, and now you busted.
Like, you still burning?
So I have a question, I guess, for the ladies, Gabby and Eileen. What if you were married, and during a separation, your husband conceived a child with another woman?
Wait, run that by me one more time.
I said you're presenting hypothetical situations. I got one for you.
Okay, I'm married.
So you're married. You and your husband were on a separation.
Mm-hmm. But we're still married.
Still married.
Okay.
Separation.
Clear.
No paperwork has been filed.
Mm-hmm.
And during the time of the separation, a child was conceived with another woman, not you.
Mm-hmm.
You guys decide to make amends and get back together. Now he has a child out of wedlock.
Mm-hmm.
No, in wedlock.
In wedlock.
Yes, in wedlock.
And unfortunately,
in wedlock with me, out of wedlock with her.
Yeah, right. Unfortunately, some circumstances in his life have impacted his health where he no longer can work.
So I'm taking care of everybody.
So and yes, he can no longer work.
And because we're married and we file taxes together, I'm responsible for everything he's responsible for.
I'm trying to get to it, but Ali won't let me get it out. Look,
this is the next episode of Scandal. This sounds like.
And let's say, and so now, your, I don't know what you call that, your stepson. And now, you're caring for your husband and your stepson.
Right.
How would that impact the relationship? Would you stay with him? Would you care for the son?
Okay, I have to be very honest. I don't even think I would have gotten that far in the situation.
But you did.
Okay, but I did. Okay, because I took y'all's scenario, so I'll take. Okay, I'm gonna take care of the child.
Yeah.
Same here.
Because it's the child. The child has nothing.
It's not the child fault.
We might have a different conversation.
Has anybody seen the play Fences?
No.
That's a good play. Something just like what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of the child all day long. Children don't ask to be here. We bring them here. Children need the love.
So you would co-parent with the mother of the child?
Oh, she's still around.
Oh, absolutely.
Gabby's assuming she's gone. My bad.
Oh, so I didn't kill her in this.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, co-parent.
Absolutely. I would absolutely. I mean, it's a child. The child has nothing to do with the sky being blue. And I mean, I guess I don't want to say I'm in this situation because not that situation, but I'm divorced and my ex-husband's remarried and I co-parent with the two of them, and I think we do a pretty good job because we all talk because it takes our village to raise this child, and when he's by them, he's under their rules and he has to do what they say, and if he's not doing it, then I have to make sure that I have their back and that he's following whatever rules at whichever household, and we try to make sure that we have generally those same rules and nobody's out of bounds.
What would you do if you guys get a divorce and you already have a relationship with the kid, and now what?
That's the tough one.
I still want a relationship with the child.
Is it up to you? Then now you have to deal with.
See, now you're talking reality. Unfortunately, it's not up to you. Mm-hmm. As much as you want a relationship with that child, it's not up to you. It's up to that parent. If that parent allows you to have a relationship, then you can. But I think you're doing the child a disservice if the child has a relationship with that person already. And you should let them continue the relationship if the child wants to. If the child doesn't want to, then I don't think you should. But I think it should be up to the child because the more love that a child has, I mean, you can't go wrong. That's real life because I've lived it. And that's the good life. It got quiet. Wait, what?
I wanted to say that, but that was your line anyway.
Nah. Yeah, that's the good life. It's about the kids. Huh? Go ahead. What you whispering for? Brian, you got a scenario? What would you do?
My only scenario is this. What do you do when somebody's crazy? And
what's up with crazy? Y'all been having crazy?
What do you do when somebody's crazy and they stalk you on Facebook?
Delete, block.
They want to check. They want to check why people are liking your photos and who is this person.
Block.
Is it time to
what if it's your old lady? That's what he's saying.
Block your old lady.
Oh, your old lady is doing this?
Block her.
Wait.
Whatever you want.
The significant other? Okay,
whatever you want to call it.
Okay, well, time out. Don't we talk about red flags? Don't we talk about red flags and pink flags? Okay. The 4 agreements, we talk about this all the time. What someone else does has no reflection of you. It's their issue. So they are doing it because it's their issue. They have an insecurity problem, and they are trying to put the issue on you. So you can't control them. They need to deal with their insecurity problem. You can't help that. You can't help crazy. If they want to be crazy, they're going to be crazy. And if you see crazy early, why are you continuing to deal with crazy?
That's why one of my questions in 2015 is, are you an anti-psychotic?
Yeah, right. Crazy.
Right. I'm like,
Gabby's dated crazy.
I would deactivate her account.
Right. He's like, block.
Get off of Facebook.
I block my phone. I block my Facebook. I block my Twitter. I block my friends.
But if you're going to block all that, why are you going to stay with them?
Yeah. I'm not with them. You guys could
So
go.
that's an ex or a current?
Yeah.
A current?
No, it would become an ex. If somebody's a stalker, like, I want love, compassion, understanding, and whatever. I don't want a stalker. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Are you going to change it? That's not behavior that they're going to change. If they're showing you that in the beginning, it can only grow and manifest into control. So why are you going to continue it?
They say grown folks don't change. They just grow to be more like they already are.
Stop feeding the monster. Don't feed the monster. Back away from the monster. This is Relationship Tuesday, and we are discussing this in relationship scenarios. We will be right back, y'all. Stay tuned.
Hello, WBOK listeners. This is Chuck Perkins, your Uptown Renaissance man. Join me every Monday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to noon for the Midday Mashup. It's where we discuss everything from politics to poetry. Remember, the Midday Mashups every Monday through Thursday from 11 a.m. until noon on WBOK 1230 a.m., where it's real talk for real times.
L&R Security provides the good life. They make their mark in the security arena by providing excellent security services for more than 35 years and are licensed in more than 13 states. L&R Security's team comes with a wealth of experience from the military, law enforcement, and law enforcement training. Their personnel is comprised of more than 200 employees trained in video monitoring, special event services, convention services, armed and unarmed security guards, ticket takers, executive security, personal bodyguards, hall monitors, and critical infrastructure personnel that are TSA trained. L&R Security services are provided on a 24-hour basis and have expanded to the newest technology, including video monitoring. Find them on the web at www.lrsecurity.com or call them today at 504-943-3191. Again, that number is 504-943-3191. Live the good life with L&R Security today.
You might think it's just another day, but at Metro Disposal, this is our day. For more than 25 years, Metro Disposal has been a vital resource for waste management in our community. With state-of-the-art equipment and technology, we are committed to providing a cleaner, safer, healthier environment. This is our community. This is Metro Disposal.
Are you looking for a better way to get fit? Bored with the same old routines? Looking for results or a way to instill discipline in the kids? Tiger Rock Martial Arts is the answer with Taekwondo, kickboxing, and self-defense classes. Tiger Rock diversifies your training in ways that allows individuals of all ages and fitness levels to feel like a champion. Join Tiger Rock today. TigerRockNola.com or 504-455-9694. That's 504-455-9694 with a 3-class starter pack starting for only $38, which includes your training uniform. Learn, grow, and succeed with Tiger Rock's 3 convenient locations: Old Metairie, West Bank, and Clearview. There's no better time to start gaining strength, skills, and protection for life than now. 504-455-9694. 504-455-9694. See you on the mat.
You're on the move, and so is your bank. Liberty Bank now offers you the power to manage your money from the palm of your hand with mobile banking with Liberty Bank. Whether you need to check balances, transfer money, or view transactions, mobile banking at Liberty Bank allows convenient and secure access to your money. Enroll today at www.libertybank.net and download our mobile app. You can mobile bank at Liberty Bank to keep the power in your hands. Liberty Bank. There's freedom here. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
WBOK 1230 AM, the People's Station.
Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Relationship Tuesday. We are celebrating 1 year on the radio. Happy birthday to us, and literally happy birthday to me, because, I'm going to be another year older this weekend, so I am really excited. I want everybody to make sure they come out to WXYZ Bar on Friday from 9 to 1. We're going to be selling the Good Life 1 year anniversary and my birthday. We're all going to be there. So you want to come meet the personalities. You need some advice from Henry. He'll be there. We'll have a line. You just sign in. No, I'm just joking. We're here with Uche, Ty, and everybody will be there all week. So we're really, really excited. We are having a party today at the Pie.
What time?
Happy hour. What time, Uche? When are we allowed to come to the Pie? What's your happy hours? 10:30 until. That's what. We can't hear you. 10:30 until. That's what time it's going down. It's going down at Italian Pie. What's the address? All day long. It is Relationship Tuesday at the Pie. You want to talk? It's just like Cheers. You go in there and you tell them all your business. That's what's going down at the Pie today. We are going in there. We're going to talk relationships. If you want our 2 cents and our advice, make sure you come to the Pie.
4706 Paris.
4706 Paris Avenue, 4706 Paris Avenue.
Next
I'm
to
going to have
Ringlets
it on.
for all the ladies that know.
Yes, on Ringlets, yeah, because they're one of our sponsors here. And so if you are divorced, have communication issues, got money issues, all that, come talk to Uche. He's going to be the bartender.
I'm going to be there by myself?
No. But, it's where, you pour him a drink and we, start having conversation. You need an answer? Come get it at the Pie today. Relationship Tuesday. It's going down at the Pie.
Yes, it is.
What'd you say, Taifa?
No, I agree.
Oh.
But every time we go there, it's so funny to, Uche's just, if he knows you, if you even look familiar,
right?
Come sit down, have a drink. He gets you anything you need.
And then you start talking.
Good customer service.
It's just like the radio. We just kind of rolled it into something else. Mm-hmm. We are here on Relationship Tuesday. We have the most famous comedian in the entire world, Mr. Tony Frederick, here in the studio because he has a special event tomorrow. He's been making us laugh forever, and he's going to do that again tomorrow night. So tell us where we can find you.
2708 North Holland Street, Metairie, right across from Lakeside Mall by the Copeland Tower. It's Legends Encore. It's the Gulf South's Funniest Comedian 2015 competition. It's the finals. Me and 7 other of the funniest comedians in the Gulf South will be competing for the Aldo Award. That's in memory of Aldo Simonian. He died a couple years ago with cancer, and he was a comedian, very funny guy. He won the last one in 2013. We didn't do one last year. Yeah, so good friend of mine passed away, so we have an award in his name, and I won a few times, and
just a few.
It's going to be great. No, it's going to be great. Come out, support local comedy. We're local now, but we're not going to be local for forever. We're going to make it. So
right, and
yeah,
we need to support support those homegrown entertainment, music, and comedy. And comedy is actually kind of growing in New Orleans.
It has. I've been doing it 8 years now, and it's grown a lot. The scene has really gotten a lot better over the past few years. And also doing a toy drive on the Louisiana Heat Foundation. It's a nonprofit. They work with the kids, youth basketball teams. We're doing a toy drive on November 7th in Gretna at the Extra Point Sports Bar.
And I have that information online. So if you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, you can get that information. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, The Good Life Radio Show. That's at TGL Radio Show for Instagram and Twitter, at TGL Radio Show, The Good Life Radio Show. Make sure you follow us on social media because that is The Good Life. Now, jumping back into Relationship Tuesday. What had happened was, now this will go either way, male or female, so I'm going to throw it out there and we're going to go around the table. I'm going to start with you, Tony. What happened during a relationship? We're a little bit older and the steps are generally, you date, you get married, you move in. Let's just say it doesn't happen that way. You're dating and you're deciding, this is really somebody I'm feeling. Let's try this. And, you want to consolidate your finances. So you decide to move in together. Okay? Right. Look, all the guys are like, shit.
Well, you cut the bills in half. I get cutting the bills in half. Right.
Right.
Keep
because
going.
you want to save. Y'all want to buy a house. You want to build a future.
I already have a house.
Okay. Uche said, you better talk to Mike with your one-liners. He's like, 2 of them. Yeah, 2 of them. What happens? You move in. You're together 3 months. Everything's cool. The significant other loses their job, and they get comfortable. And they're out of work for about
3, 4,
1 month you're like, okay. 2 months you're like, okay. they're comfortable. They're like, I want to stay home. I want to take care of the kids.
Kids in school.
You better go drive Uber or something. There's a lot of ways you can make money. You can sell stuff on eBay.
You can go to Passions, Shishi. I know people that work there.
No.
Right.
No.
There's a lot of ways you can make $1. Well, first of all, I only date women the way I play Candy Crush. We can play around for a little while, but as soon as you ask me for money, I got to take you out my phone. I'm just straight up. I am not here. I am not your daddy. I am not your bankroll.
Ain't no reason a grown woman should be asking for money, especially
This
a
is-
strong, independent woman.
Women's liberation started a long time ago. I believe in equality.
Yep.
I'm not sexist at all. I believe we're equal. So you can.
We don't get paid equal, so don't even go there.
Well,
Y'all get paid more. There's more women with jobs than men.
It's a whole different conversation. Actually, there's, I think it's 52 or 54% of the greater New Orleans area that are run or head of household are female.
Okay,
And
so
you aren't
more.
being
That's
paid
what I said.
equitably.
That's because
Anyway.
they're single mothers. But that's another story. The thing is, you would hold a person down when reasonable. But come on, let's not be
But
unreasonable.
you're not married
You
yet.
got to get back up and try. If you're trying, okay, if you're trying to get a job, if you lost your job under something, let's say you got laid off. Let's say you didn't act stupid and push somebody down a flight of stairs and got fired for gross misconduct. That's different. You know what I mean? But if you legitimately, the company went under or something, and y'all really together, you want to support that person, you want to hold them down, that's fine.
All right.
For a little while. But you got to show, it's got to be like unemployment. I need to see you putting in 2 applications a week.
Right.
All right. You want to get this check, you got to apply to 2 jobs a week. You got to go on some interviews. You can't be sitting around watching Days of Our Lives, eating Cheetos, watching the kids crawl around. I don't want to
Eating
hear about
Fritos.
whatever. Fritos, Cheetos, pigskins,
All right, Gabby.
ramen noodles. I don't care what.
Gabby, we're going to flip it to the other side because this doesn't just happen to men. This happens to women as well. And, being a female, obviously, you talk to your girls and you hear it's more common than not that women, and Uche says it all the time, that women are holding it down. And you have guys that are just like, he's like, that's not a man if they sit on the couch watching their woman leave and go to work. What happens if it's the flip?
I find it to be very unattractive. You will get a time frame to get your stuff together, but while you're unemployed, you need to be pulling your weight home. You need to be cooking, cleaning, something. And cutting grass, something. Because if I'm doing everything, I will be pissed if I come home and you're just sitting on my couch. I would probably kick you out. But if I come home and the house clean and you got food, I'm like, oh, okay, you can stay a little while.
Value.
You can stay.
You come home, we butt naked with an apron on, cooking your favorite meal.
That's what I'm talking about.
all the clothes washed. Everything.
But here's the other thing, the other side of what you were saying in your story, and this is the one I've had a couple of these things. And it's like, chicks come to my house and they're like, oh, we need to get rid of this, and we need to get rid of this, and we need to get rid of that. I'm looking like, we need to do what? I'm not getting rid of nothing because you don't have whatever. We're not getting rid of my stuff so we could get our stuff. This is my stuff. You need to have your own stuff when you come over.
Have your own stuff. Henry, what would you do?
You definitely have to look out for the gold diggers. I've always felt like.
Does that go both ways?
Well, yeah, it goes both ways. For me, I would always want to know, well, what's her intentions? Does she plan on ever getting a job or ever working? Is she putting in applications? Is she trying? People do fall on hard times, but if there's no effort there, I start to question the motive. Yeah.
And you know what? And the thing is, in the motive, if you want to be lazy and you want to sit at home and you don't want to do nothing, you should say so up front and just be real about it. Be like, I don't want to do nothing.
What happened?
Yeah, some people don't like to work. Some people just don't like to work. They start a business, be your own boss or something if you don't like to work for a person. But there's no free islands. You can't just lay up under somebody and, expect somebody to take care of you. That's not happening. Women or men, it's just not it.
It's just not attractive, male or female. Find someone that finds it attractive just to know that you do nothing. So, that's just not attractive. If you want to continue to be desired by your man or your woman, if you want to continue to be viewed a certain way and viewed in a certain light and, and be partners, it's just necessary.
It's just necessary. Okay, anybody else have a scenario? Because
Yeah.
I have one. Go ahead.
Suppose you're married, or you with that. Let's say you did combine your incomes. Right?
Okay.
You're not married. You shacked up. You shakamoni. Y'all got your thing going on.
Okay.
And you find out that person has a whole different bank account that you didn't know about. They have 2 or 3 credit cards in their maiden name that you didn't know about. They have their own ready to go Mad Day escape package
Wow.
in case, things hit the fan, and they can take half of whatever y'all got in that bank account together and still have their own little golden parachute on the side for when it's time to break camp. Like, they're ready to move on, and, you don't know anything about that.
So the question Tony has put up is, what if you find out that the significant other has their parachute plan?
Domestic embezzlement is what I like to call it.
What do you do? Gabby, we're gonna go around the table. Henry's next.
I don't know if it's wrong for me to say this, but I think both partners should have that package.
Dang, where's the trust?
You just never know. You just never know. Everyone should have some kind of fallback. I'm not saying another person, but financial fallback. Especially if you have kids involved or whatever. I would put something on the side to make sure my son is taken care of.
Wow. That's the reality. I mean, I guess you should. But I think it's whack. I do think that people should be upfront and honest throughout everything in a relationship. If you hide money, hiding businesses, you gotta, like she said, the parachute going, to escape. I just think it's whack.
What if the other person knows? What if the other person knows, like, this is my stash, and this is my
then you shouldn't combine nothing. It's like, look, you keep your money, I'm gonna keep my money.
They already preparing for a plan B. It's like having a prenup already. So, I mean, you might as well just, if you're going to do it, be open and upfront with it, like a prenup.
Look, I was married for 10 years, and we dated for 8 before that. And I'm going to tell you, we had our separate bank accounts all through the marriage. Only time we had a joint account is when we got that little FEMA money for after Katrina. Yeah. That was it, because you had to be in both y'all names. It had to be in both y'all names. You had to open that account, and whatever that check came, it had to be in both y'all names. And that was it. Once that FEMA money was gone, it went back to us. Like, when we split up, it was just take what you... Look, leave it what you can with Anime. That was it. Take your clothes.
See you later, Anime.
And beat it. That was because we had our separate stuff. But when you find out, because I found out when I got divorced that she had like 3 months before we got divorced, or she wanted to get divorced. I found out she had like 3 or 4 credit cards in her maiden name. She had started a new account, but she was putting her money in. She wasn't taking money from our account. So it wasn't like, she was stealing from me. But it was just like that shock. When you're going through that, you see a lot of things you never knew about. You know, and it's like, oh, wait a minute. She had a whole separate life set up. Like, she was already getting that ball rolling to when it was time to roll out. She was already going to be straight.
She was ready to roll out.
But people do that, like I said, I think it's domestic embezzlement. Like, you're taking something from the relationship, it's like, why? What's your motive? You got to really question that, because can you really trust somebody?
Scandalous.
And the thing is men. And Tony, I don't know your situation, but I've been in a situation just like that. And the thing is, us as men, we're out there working and trying to take care of home and so on and so forth. So we miss these things. We miss the 3-month, 6-month, year. And people like, you didn't know what was happening? No, I didn't know what was happening. I'm working.
I thought everything was okay.
Yeah, I'm working. I don't have time to know what's happening. I'm going to work every day. I'm putting in 10, 12 hours a day at work. When I get home, I come home to sleep. So, no, I didn't know all this was going on. Nor would anybody that has that life would know that these things are going on and not see the signs.
It turns into a bad Lifetime movie. That's what it turns into.
As an outsider looking in, I'm just listening to the scenario. But isn't it a problem that you weren't paying attention? Maybe part of the problem was that you weren't paying her attention.
No.
Hey, look, the women are like.
You notice I grabbed that mic.
See, look, no, but I'm telling you.
I grabbed that mic.
See, that's the difference with being able to see different perspectives and be able to look at it from a different perspective. Because a man's like, I'm putting in work, I'm doing this, but not paying attention to what's going on surrounding. Look, both of the women sat up like, all right. I'm just saying, what happened was you weren't paying attention.
Wait. You got to communicate. It ain't no not paying attention.
You have to communicate.
Listen.
No, that woman communicated, and she communicated for a very long time before she was silent.
Guess what?
Okay.
Yes.
Keep communicating.
No, it doesn't. No, it's not. She communicated.
This ain't school, man.
There's phases in how a woman communicates.
By the time a woman is ready to go, she told you. Look at how people waiting. By the time a woman is ready to go, she told you at least 15, 20
Here's the problem.
She's just tired of hearing herself say it. So
here's the problem,
I
Eileen.
asked you to pay attention.
No.
I asked you to do it. I asked you to pay attention.
I went to school at Gaines, and we followed the Webster. We followed the Webster dictionary, which means it's okay means it's okay. Fine means fine. Do what you want means do what you want. So all that passive aggressive communication, I didn't learn like that.
Women speak like Jesus in parables.
Yeah.
All right? It's not meant to be taken literally like the Bible. You got to read through the code. It's like the Matrix. You got to see the zeros and the ones when women talk to you. And I learned that the hard way.
I wasn't trained like that.
I agree.
I wasn't trained like that. I'm like, this. If you saying it's okay, to go out with the, like, yeah, it's okay to go out with the guy, then it's okay. There's no, the reading through the lines, I'm like, I didn't learn like that. I'm sorry. I just don't.
I'm with Uche.
If you need me not to do something, you need to tell me. You need to explain it to me like a 6-year-old.
Do y'all hear that, women? I have heard that from more men, from till age whatever. They say exactly what they mean, and they need you to tell them like a 6-year-old. They're basically telling you that. So if you don't tell them, they really don't understand. And I have guys who are waiting. Like our producer is nodding his head. They need you to tell them. If you don't tell them, they don't know. It's really that clear, and it's actually better if you write it down because then there's really no misunderstanding. Look, they're like, yeah.
What if
tell them?
What if he's so attuned with you that you don't even have to tell him, and then he tells you?
That don't happen.
And then you end up in a funk because you're like, damn.
We got to go, but that don't happen.
And did you arrive there on your unicorn?
That doesn't happen. Right? He's like, are you riding on your unicorn?
This is a case of men are from Mars, women are from the 3rd floor Charity Hospital. Right? Back when it was open. That was.
So Tony, before we close out, where can we see you?
You can see me at Legends Encore, 2708 North Hullen Street in Metairie, right under the Copeland Tower, across from Lakeside Mall, 8 o'clock showtime. And I'll be winning that contest, so come check it out.
There you go. So make sure you come celebrate the good life with us. We are making our birthday 1 year. Make sure you come and celebrate us tonight. We will be at Italian Pie all night long. We'll be talking relationships. You got an issue? Come let us know. Uche is the bartender. It's like Cheers when everybody knows your names, but at least you'll know all of ours because we're here with Tony, Gabby, Henry, of course, myself, Eileen, Uche, and Ty and Brian. We're going to drag him out of Xavier University. Aren't we making special drinks tonight? So we're going to have the Good Life Martini. Let's just name it that. We're going to have the Good Life Martini tonight. So come drink a martini with us or buy us one. How about that? This is the Good Life. This is Eileen. Make sure you stay tuned for this whole week because we are celebrating the Good Life radio show. And I'm out.